Bianca Censori, a person that's making headlines every single day on the world stage for so long, and of course her husband Ye, also known as Kanye. And the reason that Bianca is making headlines is because of her clothing choices. As everything that plays out on the world stage, there's always a higher perspective here. So there's the perspective of the small us that likes to judge and likes to really get involved in other people's business and think that we know better. But what if every single belief that we hold is based on a program? It's a program that has been brought about thousands of years ago, and the programs keep changing, but they're still there. So we're conditioned to believe that something is right and something is wrong. There are so many assumptions that have been made by this couple. One is that she's been controlled and manipulated by her husband, Ye. I mean, who knows what happens behind closed doors? That may be the case. But it may be that she's a very intelligent, sovereign being that is very happy to be making her own choices. So what if our entire perspective on what's right and wrong and appropriate is just a judgment that we've been conditioned to believe? So let's zoom out and look at this from a higher perspective, because everything that plays out on the world stage is a reflection of where we are as a collective and what our collective beliefs are. If we consider clothing as the first judgment call that we make on people, there are some tribes that don't wear any clothes at all, and that's completely normal. Meanwhile, in other cultures, they get completely covered up, and that's completely normal. So who actually decides what is right and what is wrong? We all know that the rules of modesty have changed significantly over time. It was once shocking to wear a miniskirt or even trousers if you were a woman, and bikinis, forget about it. And so some cultures still consider those items to be terribly wrong and really bad. Everything is just a perspective. So here is something to think about. If nobody is being harmed, what's the problem? Why are we so quick to judge? Often what triggers us in someone else is a reflection of our own conditioning and our own belief systems. So instead of just diving into the way that we always think and judging the way that we always judge, what I love about the Bianca Censori situation that's playing out on the planet at the moment is that it makes me stop to reflect on my own beliefs and my own judgments in this area. Because I know that perhaps 5 years ago, I would have judged Bianca as well, and I would have been like, man, she doesn't have any respect for herself. She doesn't have any respect for her stepchildren. What is she doing? She's being used by Ye. They would have been the beliefs that I would have held 5 years ago. But now, when I look at a situation like Bianca, where she appeared, at the Grammys yesterday, completely nude, apart from a see-through plastic dress, I stop and I think, what's this bringing up in me? Do I still have a judgment in this area? And then I went, no, hell no, I've got no judgment. What she's doing and what Ye is doing is breaking down the old paradigm. This is a program that we are all conditioned to believe, that we have to be modest, that we have to cover up certain parts of our body. Why do we? These are the people the pattern interrupters that interrupt a certain way that the collective think. These are the pioneers, whether you like it or not. So every major cultural shift has happened because somebody was willing to push the boundaries, whether it was fashion, whether it was art, or whether it was thought. Yes, Bianca and Ye are definitely pushing the boundaries. In my mind, in the current opinion that I have, that is not a bad thing to push the boundaries. We have to question everything. We have to push the boundaries. And the way they choose to do that is not the way that I would choose to do that. But that doesn't mean that I'm right and they're wrong. So the same resistance that we feel now about certain choices is the resistance that we hold within ourselves about anything. So it's almost like if we are judging someone about something like what they're wearing, then it's likely that we're holding that same level of judgment for another topic as well. And it means that we're not open to a new way of thinking. That means we're not open to whatever the universe is bringing in for us to consider as an alternative, as an option. So maybe the real question isn't about Bianca Censori's outfits, but why we feel the need to police other people's choices at all. Because true freedom is about allowing people to express themselves without needing to feel that we have to control them or they have to do what we want them to do. So instead of reacting with judgment, what if we just zoomed out and asked, is this actually a problem? Or is it just something different to what I'm accustomed to believing is okay? So what would happen if we just let go of judgment and simply allowed people to be who they are, to express how they want to express? And if that means walking down the street naked, it means walking down the street naked. If we honestly believe that they are a sovereign being and they have made their choice, and that is the choice that's right for them, who are we to judge? So true empowerment comes from honoring individuality, not forcing conformity. So the next time we feel triggered by someone's choices, let's pause and ask, is this actually a problem? Or is it just a belief that I've inherited from society, from my parents, from my education? Because when we step into a higher perspective, we free not only others, but ourselves. I'd really love to hear your thoughts on this one. Drop a comment down below. Answer, do you think our judgments around clothing are just conditioning? If this video resonated with you, please like, subscribe, give me your opinion so that we could get these videos going. I have and holding a different perspective on every topic that's playing out on the world stage. And the more energy I get back, the more I want to share. Let's walk together on this path of true empowerment, true freedom, by seeing things from a different perspective, from breaking down those old belief systems that have really just kept us in prison. And let's start being open to everything that the universe is offering us at this moment. Sending you so much love, so much love.